or whatever. Every time, Facebook, every time. Facebook, YouTube. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. So today I have some information for you. The people who are looking for art, I have an email that I will give to you a couple times during this show if anybody's interested. And you can place your art orders, and I'll explain how that works. Secondly, I did 2 card readings today that were kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on in either territory, but nothing is being recorded, or there's nobody on either channel. Oh, there's one person on YouTube. So people are asking me why their comments aren't coming up. It's because it's me. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me. It's me. So don't worry about it. We'll get to what we need to get to, no matter how that looks. So I had a really good chat. I haven't talked to my sister for probably about 4 months in any depth until yesterday. And just got caught up on a few things. And she was feeling like this timeline is just at the end. Like, when is it gonna be over? And all of this stuff. So I kind of explained what I thought was kind of happening. Firstly, today is 3/22, and that's the Skull and Bones Day. And secondly, it's 3/22/2/2/3 in mirror if you take out the 2023. So today is like a mirror day, if that makes any sense to people. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of problems with my YouTube and my Rumble comments and my Facebook, where I can't go make comments, or I'll go try and comment and it'll kick me off or whatever. So I try and put little hearts at least on everybody's comments if I'm allowed. So it's not always easy. So I did this card reading, and I wanted to tell you first. I'll do one. I'm not going to tell you the first one that I did with these, because I'm going to save it and see if there's the similar cards come out of this deck afterwards, okay? So I did one. I got 5 cards this morning. And then I used this deck, which I really very rarely use, but it's a new moon today. So I like the energy of new moons because I'm ruled by the moon as a Cancer. And I got these awesome cards that I'll read out to you. Firstly, I just asked, what's my message for today? And the first card that came out was, this is a really awesome reading. You guys are want to tune in because I think it pertains to everybody. Okay, everybody. First card that came out was the Chariot. The charioteer is protected by his armor, and all celestial bodies are reflected on his canopy. 2 sphinxes align with the high priestess, black and white pillars. They reflect duality and outer pillars of the tree of life. The magician channeled energy through his body and into the charioteer. The entire body is thrust into action. There is no stopping you. Literally being in the driver's seat. Moving forward towards a chosen goal. Self-confidence and certainty. Motion and adventure. The city wall and behind the chariot reflects the barrier between you and others. You're breaking free. Booyah! Breaking free. Okay? The next one, it's always a fabulous card, was 10 of Pentacles. Families and generations. Manifestation of all things. Harvest time. 3 generations are seen standing at the threshold of a walled city. The old man may be a hermit, the grandfather, or both. A married couple gaze to one another. The child pets the family's dog. This is the card of complete manifestation in the material world, lifting the veil and opening into the spiritual world. It is the card of looking beyond. It is the people, places, and things you hold near and dear. How'd you like that one? Now, gets even better. But wait, there's more. The Fool. The fool walks joyously into the unknown as a bright sunshine falls upon him. His bag carries past experience, his dog reflects animal instincts, and the ground before him continues to regenerate as he walks forward. New cycle of life. Okay? Stepping into a new adventure. Optimism and originality. Breaking the norm. Outside the box. Daring free spirit. I love that. Just going to put this up a little bit more. It keeps sliding downwards. Okay, and then I got the Four of Pentacles. Do-de-do-do. Upside down. And many of you that read cards will know that this is a good one. Enjoying what the material and ephemeral world has to offer without being a slave to objects. Making money and surface desires, emptying out your pockets, giving freely and offering loans, realizing you may never be paid back. Well, isn't that interesting? What do you make of all that, kids? What do you make of all that? So I thought that was a really, really good card reading that I had to share with everybody this morning. So I watched this video and I posted it on my Telegram first thing in the morning. And it was this higher up person talking about why we might see the arrest of, why they had to say there was going to be an arrest of TRUMP. And yeah, I'm preventing the green screen from going on my YouTube. So why do I think that's not happening? Well, just go back to when, and I don't know if I put it in this terms yesterday or the day before, but when I was talking about what do you think about the arrest? Well, they went and raided Mar-a-Lago and they got all of those documents, and then they turn around, oh, we're raiding, like, it's kind of like TRUMP is the opening, and then the next thing is we're raiding Biden and Mike Pence. Like, who cares? But now you're going to care because we're not arresting Trump. We're arresting someone else. So that's how I think things are being handled right now. It's like the predictive programming of, but wait, there's more. So I'm just going to read this comment. Part of the occasion. I only want to see that part of the conversation in the live chat, said no one ever. So funny. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, so I think that's what's particularly happening is the stage is being set for all of these. Well, just imagine what happened when 44 was in office. Who was the VP then? Well, the current puppet that's now a robot. So if 46 doesn't exist and they're throwing 44 under the bus, then I believe that we're going to see perhaps the arrest of 44 or perhaps 46 or them in a pair deal because of a lot of the things that were tied to the banking. And when things happen, like in 2000 and whatever year it was, with decisions made in office affecting bailouts and blah, 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 all of that monkey business. So every little avenue of business, every little avenue of computers, every little avenue of everything has to be exposed. So I like that this guy that I follow on Twitter, somebody reposted him, maybe it was even Phil today, reposted or yesterday about how, and this guy's an awesome guy, his name's Ariel on Twitter. I don't know if anybody follows him, he's cool. But anyways, he posted what was found at Mar-a-Lago. Now, for those people commenting in my last YouTube live about some of the sexuality stuff that they were seeing on my Telegram, that's from probably Hunter Biden. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, literally, I had no clue. So I had a talk with Andrea, and I'm like, well, what are we posting? Like, what? And she's like, oh, maybe it was the Hunter Biden laptop. And I'm like, well, we're all going to have to come to that realization right away anyways. So I did mention that in there. But the the articles that were found in Trump's residence, they don't want to release, they don't want that released to the public. If you read what some of them are, Ariel posted some of them yesterday. I was like, literally, I thought I'd gotten over all of it, but then I just like, yeah, I've been following him for a little while now. I really appreciate his info because he's posting a lot of this stuff and then that I posted in 2020 that I got banned for on Twitter and then adding to it. So it's awesome. I'd say he has probably about 60% of the stuff that I had, and then he's got another awesome 40%, which is like, and then he'll string it together. He's a wonderful poster. I love him. So, anyways, but yeah, this document that was found in Mar-a-Lago is the stuff nightmares are made out of and things that you can't even imagine. You cannot even imagine. It's like, I don't even want to repeat it. But if anybody did read that document, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ariel, his name is Ariel, Ariel. I'll see if I can find it to show you his page. Without giving out my private Twitter. My creepy Twitter, I call it. The creeper Twitter. Yeah, it's at pro. His name is Ariel, and then it's at PROLOTARIO1. Okay? Yeah. Shell said she read it and she's like, holy crap. Yeah, it was just some kind of nonsense. So he does talk about a lot of things, like the things that we've seen in 2020 with some of these celebs, and then he's going in and amplifying on what actually they're. Bleh. So he's a very excellent poster. I love him. But anyways, so, and he shows pictures of arrests and stuff and things that are going on behind the team. Yeah, now Gene says Florida's gov is turning out to be a black hat. This is what's going to happen, in my opinion, okay? Is there's a lot of these people that were told not to run for office or they would get it. They would get the fuck around and find out. One of them was Arizona. And some of these other people that's part of their agreement. So some were told not to, and some that's part of your agreement. You're part of the clown show, and you're going to do what we tell you to. And actually, that guy isn't even in existence, in my opinion, anymore. If he is, he's in jail. So, yeah. What is his Twitter account? Yeah, I read that out already. So if you need me to, I'll reread it in a little while. But anyways, where was I going with this? Ron, he's, all of these are actors, you guys. These guys have been replaced. The bad actors have been replaced with good actors. Okay? So, and there's more good people right now. So, in my mind, these things already happened 3 years ago or within the 3-year span. And what we're seeing is all of the CGI being played out on the TV. Like, it's all been pre-recorded. The stuff that's actually happening in real life are no more than actors walking out of the building. If anybody's seen the 2 recordings of Turdo on the same day, yeah, then you will. No, that's not who we were talking about, Gene. We weren't talking about Phil Godlewski. We were talking about Ariel on Twitter. But yeah, Phil Godlewski on Telegram is who you guys should be having a good watch of stuff. I love that guy. So I don't watch him, but I love his page, and Taco watches him and then tells me what he talks about. It's been what I've been doing for 3 years. I'm sorry. Like, I have, yeah, no, it's all good. But anyways, so yeah, there's a lot of information that's coming out that is not, it's just more further than what we already realized. That's all. It's just solidifying the information. So a lot of people are going to have to work through quite a few triggers because some people are just really realizing that this whole thing was a sham right now. So I'm personally having I'm just trying to be as gentle and um, calm and non-provoking or non-cattle prodding as possible, because um, I do think it's all of this is there's nothing to be worse for people than uh, I just look at my children. I love them very dearly. None of them are really chit-chatting with me right now, which is they're not mad at me, but they're like, yeah, okay, you just go talk about Elvis being alive like Grandma Sharon did, whatever. You know? So parts of me is, like wanting to uh wanting that timeline to speed up, but the other part of me is as soon as the crash happens of money or as soon as um there's a big person getting arrested, these people for the last 3 years, I can't imagine that feeling of that because I knew what it felt like 3 years ago when I knew a lot of this shit existed, but I didn't want to come to the reality of that it was as big as it is. So, um, oh, talk to you soon, Jean. See ya. Um, anyways, so there's some chat of which I think is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, of people printing. A friend of mine just mentioned something on FB. People printing their own money. I did not know this, but um, my comment to that is why? Why is that person or people? Why are groups of people doing that other than to let other people know? Like, what is, like, why is always my question. Why is that even a thing? Like, other than to say that the other money isn't legitimate in their eyes, and if people want to participate in their scenario, say, I'm just gonna, not to downplay anything going on, I'm just gonna use it because we all know what monopoly money looks like, right? So pretend monopoly money is a real thing, and everyone that I know that in the truth community, we all exchange monopoly money for something. So you're all paying me with monopoly money for my art, for example. That means that that monopoly money is meaningful to me in a way that I can tender it with somebody else, right? Y'all get how that it's just a tender, a lawful tender in that community. So everybody who plays Monopoly uses Monopoly money because they all agree that Monopoly money is what makes that game Monopoly, right? So if people want to participate, it really boils down to me, in my mind, a barter system. It's no more than a credit system because it has the value of whatever people assign to it. So it all boils down ultimately as this particular thing now is worth a piece of my art because I agreed to it. And then if I want to go buy some new pencils and paper and take this agreement to the art store and they accept my agreement, then there it is. So it's just a form of energy that people are deciding to agree on or disagree. But for me, it's just more like the awareness of why would people be doing that in the first place. Everything to me has a meaning of why they're being done. So not because it's legitimate or right, there's or wrong or anything. It's just I want to know what could possibly provoke people into any action of certain descriptions, I'm like, well, why would they be saying that now? Like, what's the real purpose behind it? So that's my opinion on that whole thing. Yes, for those asking, his name is Ariel Proletario 1. Thank you, Shell. Yeah, Michelle said she watched, I think you're a female, I'm not sure. Watched an hour and a half of Ariel's videos last night, or scrolling through Twitter. He's really good. So, yeah, we will totally be aligning mainly with the barter exchange system. So, um, there's a lot of do 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 do. That's getting calling him a robot. Yeah, well, it's a controlled robot, the Schmeiden. But yeah, I was saying, Taco and I were having a chat about where we have many times, and I've done this with my other friends too. Like, what do you think it's gonna be like? And like, are we gonna have a slow roll of stuff like technology, or are we gonna have like a quick roll? Or, oh yes, Shell's a female. Thank you. um, but what's gonna happen? And my opinion, this is just my humble opinion on this all, is imagine these are our new phones that we get because they're our technology that belongs to all of us. We all own the patents, okay? All of us, all of humanity. There is no one owner of this anymore. So I think we get these new contraptions and they read our heart vibrations like, oh, I love these people, everything's great. And your life is protected because it's on God's highway. There's no bad stuff coming into your phone or exiting your phone. Are phones going to be the way we've programmed them to be now? No. Are people going to be reading our thoughts and programming like ads to us and all of that stuff? None of that is going to go on anymore. There's not going to be that competition for acceptance because we'll all be coming together as one in vibration. So to me, voting on things that serve our communities, I was like, I think for each person, their consciousness and the way that our Schumann has been going, the energy, however you want to look at what has been happening in a divine purpose for us to be, if our DNA goes from, say, 4 to 7%, where we get upgraded that much, will we even know that we were programmed to do XYZ every day? Or will we actually be catapulted into the future thought of being able to more readily manifest things and have them in our presence? And all of those negative energies and things that happen, like the lack or the jealousy or the greed or the competition or any of that need for social gratification, you know, um, uh, that's all going to be gone because the 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 love that will be shared between others will be so vibrationally strong. It's like bzzz, so much amplification that negative vibrations are just gonna shoot off. And I think our consciousness will come to a point where I know my consciousness can't handle a lot. All of a sudden, if I got a download, I'm like, okay, right on. But other people, like, I don't know if necessarily people are gonna hear all the things that all of us know about all of the things that are going on here, in the darkness. I don't know if everybody's going to come to that realization. And if they do, will it be remembered after a certain period of time? Or will it be like we went back into the golden ages, like in Egypt, right? So I'm just going to read some of these. Yeah, I don't know who that is, Nick, but thank you. Yeah, I don't know a lot of other truthers, to be honest. I know the ones that I talk about. I don't. So, but from just whatever I think, I just think that it will be a quantum leap into a Jetsons era where we have the ability to not only heal ourselves, but obviously we're going to be abundant in wealth, but the ability to heal ourselves and to help clean, our earth or whatever. People are just going to do what they love doing. I really do think that it's just going to be like, I had my restaurant business went under the last 3 years of COVID. And now I have all this money, and I'm going to start my restaurant business again. Things are going to be very family oriented, much parks, there'll be ambassadors, overlooking each community to help make sure that the people are all working. It'll all be done through here. It'll be like, hey, do you want to do this? Sure. And it'll be like just, what do you think of these ideas? We won't ever have to show up at things because our heart will vote for us. That's literally how I believe that the new system works. God's highway. That's the easiest way. I'm cold. It's freezing in here. I should have closed my window before I started it. But yeah, that's about... Oh, I wanted to read you the Geometria for today because I think that's just a fun thing to do now. So, March 22. We've got within hours of my inauguration. Behold, your house is left until you desolate. I don't know what that means, but year of the water wolf. I will remove Satan from the face of the earth. Everything lies veiled in numbers. This was one of my favorites. Swords into plowshares. Now, why is that an awesome... Does anybody know? Can you tell me what song that's from at 27:27 in the video? Both ones. It's from Heal the World. Make it a better place. Yep. So then there are no disease unless you are the enemy of the state. 11:11 warnings. She writes like the wind itself. The economies of the world are about to get an upgrade. Yeah, I'm just reading these really quickly because there's the real reason John the Baptist was killed. I'd like to know that. Okay. Here we go. Don't stop believing. Zelensky drug addict. 6666. Return the diamonds. Brunson Brothers. Get your cards now. May God bless you all. Whatever you say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus loves you. I am over the mountain. It's spelled wrong. Divine prophet of God, a gift from the Creator, new king, or King of Jerusalem, dangerous storms, the Holy Trinity. Do you miss me yet? Green, blue, yellow, red. I believe these are all codes, Fake deaths of celebrities. I am the trumpet angel. Elon Reeve Musk, FRS. I don't know what that means, but 151 spelled out, 130. New Orleans Saints, and the more you know. I love those. I like yesterday's still, though. Fuck around and find out. But I was talking with with Andrea this morning, and I said the date March 26th, and it kicked us off the conversation. I don't know what that meant. I didn't think I'd share it with you. But yeah, what else was I going to say? I think, I was just going to do a quick card reading with these cards because I want to see if the same cards come out. I took a picture so I can prove it. So happy to see you. Yes. All of the whoa. That came flying out, the mystery. All of the puppets will be exposed. Every single dirt bag will be exposed. Everything. Just you watch. I love how this movie is coming out. No, those aren't the ones that were coming out for me this morning, but we got forgiveness and movement. I love that. And then the mystery card. Those are great. Maybe something does happen. We got to forgive. That's the number one thing. Forgiveness. Well, I say put love around it. That's all forgiveness is for me. Is just loving yourself, loving that situation for the lesson and letting it depart. So, okay, back to the art quickly, because I had lots of comments from my last one. I have a new art email specifically for art, and I'll tell you how to, and what they are. I gotta grab my art stuff. Okay. The first portrait, I think I showed these yesterday. This will be number 1. Okay. You can just put TRUMP. And then this will be number 2. These are the originals. Okay. And then this will be number 3. Oh, this always shows a little bit weird in the light. It's funny, one's forwards, one backward. So those are the 3 that are available for print digital. Let me repeat this. Digital copy print 1. Okay? They're each $117, no matter, that's a euro, a US, or a Canadian. Okay? US, euro, or Canadian. It's all $117. Okay? I made it like that because when things, it's all the same anyways. So that's why I made it the same. Now, what you'll receive for that $117, first you're going to send me an email. First things first. Email to artbyraven@proton.me. Okay? Simple. artbyraven@proton.me. You're going to give me your address, like where you live, like not so I can mail it, but you're going to tell me what copies you want. And then I will give you instructions and for a bank transfer or deposit. I'm not dealing with PayPal. So if none of you have, if none of you are comfortable depositing money in my account, then I can't help you right now. I'm sorry. Just letting you know. And I'm comfortable giving it because there's no money in it. So I leave it in a zero balance all the time. Can't suck blood from a stone. But I will give you the bank account information when the bank transfer has been done or what have you. Then I will send you a certified copy, the number of the copy on a little certified logo, and I'll give you instructions on how to print it out. So what this is doing is it's saving it getting lost in shipping or taking a month if you want it in Australia, for example, or whatever. You know, it's eliminating PayPal, it's eliminating all of these problems that I need when we're doing prints. So if you want me to print these myself, there will be an extra charge, depends on how many you're getting. So that's going to be a discussion for us in a email conversation. I'll try and be as reasonable as I can. So that's the art stuff. So if you want any copies of prints, and they're all limited editions, so on your certificate, you'll get what number that is. And I keep copies of that. So if it's ever reprinted and you don't have that certification to go with it, then it's not legitimate. That's the way that works, and it has no value. That's how I deal with it. I have a collector right now. I don't know if a lot of people know this. I've only been an artist for 8 years, but I have a collector who has 11 original portraits of mine. Very valuable. A lot of like Elvis and really cool artists. So yeah, it's just I've sold 300 or 400 portraits, originals. Now, if you want an original portrait of either of those three people, that pose, a different pose, send that to the art order or send your art order and we'll discuss payment and prices for an original of your own. But they are not cheap. I'm just letting you know. They're not cheap. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I hope everybody can buy a print. This is why I'm doing prints, so everybody can have a copy. So, yeah. Anything else you got questions for me? But I thought I'd slip in that art stuff. There was something, let me just check these comments on Facebook because there's something I was going to get back to and I don't know if I did. I don't know. I can't really see. Final act. Jean says. I don't know how to get these comments. Sorry. Was there something I didn't talk about that I should have? I can't remember. No. Okay. Everybody buying their silver. Thank you. Do I ever think I will open an art studio? Yes, I do. I'm glad you said that. One of the things that I want to be able to do, and I'm in this crux right now. So everybody who knows me knows I have my motor home, and I'm not sure if I want to sell it this year, like right away, like in April. I'm thinking that because I might be doing something different along those lines, but different. So that's something I'm pondering right now. And, but I'm gonna just sit with that for a little bit. Either way, I still have to, go de-winterize it and move it. So that's obviously no question there. But, if I keep it, I'm probably gonna go on a little vacation for a little while and maybe come visit some of you in this province. We'll see. And if I sell it, then I'll let you know what I'm doing. But regardless, when everything happens and we're all abundant, there will be a Raven Moonstone art studio that will be of monumental, epic proportions. And I don't even mean a little bit. I'm talking airplane hangar size. Heated airplane hangar size art studio. Whee! Yeah. And places to teach. My vision that I've had for 10 years will come to fruition. So, and it'll be a place of like where there'll be music and people doing art lessons and it'll be like if anybody's been to Amsterdam or lives there, you know what I'm talking about. They have a huge airplane hangar there that they have all these like little shipping containers of artists that live within there, and they all do art. So it's really cool, and I always like that. But I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to have all these artists, selling their wares just right there with their doors open? Each person has a room with a window. It's all nice and bright, and everybody can do art. And then there's music studios that are soundproof. There's like YouTube studios or whatever studios. People can do recording and then you have like music and fun family stuff every day, big huge building of art. So that's what I want. Art and music all together. Want to make something? Go make it. So that's what I really, really want to do. But I'm not the one person that I'd have to find a team member that really liked organizing and all of that stuff because I like doing it, but I don't want it to be, I don't want to be the general manager of like organizing all of that stuff. I'd have to find a really good team member that likes to do event planning. I have the person in mind, but I don't know if you're watching. If you are, you know what I'm talking about because we just talked about it yesterday. So, anyways, I love you guys all. That's all I really wanted to say. It's been a 40 something minute show. I'm going to go for my walk. I did figure out some math. It is about 11 to 12 kilometers. I have quite a few projects that I have on the go right now, so that are very meaningful. So I'm just trying to remain as focused as possible on getting this artwork generated so people can have prints. And then, yeah, that's all I have to say. So light and love to everybody. I hope today finds you calm, peaceful, in the moment, present, all that good stuff. You know, all that good stuff. So thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good day. I love you. I love you. I love you.